Why do we do training as an organisation business? Why do we do training? Well, usually to increase productivity. Many other reasons, but that's probably the biggest one. Increase productivity. Productivity is a real issue in the UK. A real issue. So you could say that maybe the training isn't working too well. So let's look at the reasons why you do training. So point one is you've got somebody doing a job. You think their knowledge and skills could be improved. And as a result of that improved knowledge and skills, you increase your productivity. That's a good motivation to do some training. Makes sense. Now, also, an outcome of good training, with the knowledge and skills being the focus of why you're doing it, would result in that person being happier because they could do their job easier. Therefore, they're more productive. And they're more productive, their earning potential goes up. So everybody wins. That's a good reason for doing it. Ask yourself, is that actually the conversation that happens? Is it about skills and knowledge? The fact that they haven't got it? The fact that if they had sharpened their skills and knowledge, their productivity would go up? Or is it their skills and knowledge are pretty good and you're going to increase them slightly, but it's not really going to move the dial at all? Because they've been doing the job really well for the last 3 years, and maybe the processes or the tools that you or the environment that you put them in is not conducive to them being happy, motivated, or getting the best out of the skills and knowledge they already have. Difficult conversation to have, but that's where it needs to start. Point two, it's a situation where, okay, you haven't got somebody doing the same job that you want to make them more productive. You've got somebody who's actually going to be changing roles, or the job itself is changing, in which case new skills and knowledge may be required. Maybe required. If they have the skills and knowledge on board, they probably just need the motivation and behaviour support to put that skill and knowledge in place. Training may help, it might not, may have the opposite effect. And my third and final one, maybe should have started with this, compliance. But if I'd said compliance at the beginning, everybody's eyes would have just rolled. Compliance. There's a lot of this. You know what is really important? Business and compliance, or health and safety, or legal requirements are absolutely critical to a lot of businesses. So training is used quite often for that. It's always been a bit of a, you're using training? Compliance normally is an agreement between an organisation and an individual to do something in a particular way, or to act in a particular way. Sometimes it's behaviour based. Sometimes it's like very, very factual, like climbing a ladder versus working with people with some disabilities. It's quite diverse in that, but it normally does come down to an agreement to act or do something in a certain way. An agreement. Not a 45-minute training course that gets them not paying attention and rolling their eyes, not feeling as though it's actually anything to do with them. The why is always missing off most training anyway, but particularly in the world of compliance. I get it, it's complex. It's so many people involved usually when it comes to these conversations. And keeping focus on what it actually is really tricky. So why am I saying all this out of the blue, and who am I in the first place? So why I'm saying it is because I was in the world of training for nearly 40 years. Lots of different training, from technical to management, soft skills, and everything in between. I learned a lot. I was a manager for many, many years as well. I learned a lot. I also made a lot of mistakes. Fortunately, I learned from a lot of them. I'm retired, and it's time to actually share maybe some of the mistakes I've made, some of my thoughts, learnings that I've had over the years, in particular to make, hopefully, training more effective in the UK. And effective training might mean actually less training, because the motivations and reasons we do training in the UK seem to be very confused sometimes. Doing simple is really complex. I've learned that over the years. And I'm going to do a short video clip every now and then on various different situations that happen to me as a UK citizen. So whether that's phoning my insurance company and what goes on there, and then put my training hat on and kind of think, right, how could I make that better? For buying a motorbike, buying a car, getting my lawnmower fixed, whatever happens. If something, as the Americans say, grinds my gears, I'm going to put my training hat on, and the wealth of experience that I've got, I might even reach out to some of my wonderful trainers that I had the pleasure to work with over the years and get their thoughts too and see if we can help, really. That's it. Thanks.